Hey, congratulations at getting a home under contract. This is a super exciting time for you. I want to give you 4 steps that are going to be happening in the next 30 to 45 days, depending on when your closing period is. Because many times I have clients that go, okay, what do I do next? Okay, so the purpose of this video is to walk you through 4 basic things without getting in too deep. These are going to be kind of be surface level, and I'll explain further in detail if you need any kind of further explanation. And by the way, questions are good. Ask me questions. That is what we are here for, to help consult you with all your real estate needs. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing you want to do is contact the title company, which is going to be on page 1 of the contract, and give them your escrow deposit. In other words, your down payment, your deposit, your good faith deposit. There's many things that it's called, but it is really called your escrow deposit. Now, generally speaking, it is normally about 1% of the asking price, but it's on page 1, and it's going to have the name of the title company there, usually a contact name, phone number, email, hopefully. And as you have these items on there, you're going to reach out to them direct to say, hey, how do I get my escrow deposit to you? Now, some people like to drop off a check to them, which is fine, but more than likely, you're going to want to wire that money to them. Again, either way is fine, depending on what you prefer. But you'll have, typically speaking, it'll say on the contract, 3 days to get the deposit over to them. Now, what does that deposit do? That deposit, that escrow deposit, stays at the title company. That is going to show as a credit on the closing statement of your total cash you're going to need to close. So if you need $100,000 to close, you put down a $10,000 escrow, right? It'll show as a credit on the closing statement that you need, 100 minus 10 or $90,000 to close. So that money is going to be of good use. And so that is step number 1, is your escrow deposit. Step number 2 that you're going to do and coordinate with your real estate agent is you're going to order inspections. Okay, now this is a predefined, agreed upon thing on the contract that you have probably negotiated. Now, it's 10 days is kind of normal, sometimes 7 days. The contract generally calls for 14 days if you didn't write anything in there, but 10 days, let's just use that for this example. You've got 10 days, 10 calendar days to get all your inspections completed. So you really have to jump on those right away. Now, this is going to entail, again, very generally speaking, a home inspection, a termite inspection. If you have a septic tank inspection, and there are other inspections too. But rather than going too deep into that, when you order the inspection, you are going to, this is going to be your inspection that has nothing to do with the financing on the home. This is an independent inspection that is for you as you are buying this home. So you're going to pay the inspector direct for that. And this home inspection does not go to the lender, has nothing to do with your loan per se. This is something you're going to coordinate. And again, I will help you coordinate this. We have preferred home inspectors that do a great job, but you are feeling free, whoever you would like to use. So the inspection period, again, generally speaking, is 2 hours to 2.5 hours. What I normally like to do is let the home inspector get started and then meet you, the client, there for the end of the inspection. So the inspector can go over the results directly with you, and I'm in the background listening and advising you also. It's great to hear from them specifically. And then that way, if you have any questions, they can walk over and show you what they found. You're face to face with them. You kind of just have a better feeling whenever you leave the home with what they found. And they will normally get you the report that evening or the next day. And then if there's any issues, we will talk and we will negotiate or come to conclusions about what issues they found. If they're cosmetic in nature, usually that's not a big deal, but if it's something really important, roof, AC, electrical, plumbing, something really big, then we have to talk and negotiate and kind of go from there. So those are your inspections, super important. Jump on those right away. The third thing is this. So let me back up. You got your escrow deposit in, you coordinate your inspections with your real estate agent. Okay, next is going to be the appraisal. Now, your lender will order the appraisal direct. Okay, you'll pay your lender, your mortgage company for that. They will order the appraisal. Now, normally you do that once you get through the inspection period, because you don't want to pay for that appraisal if you are not through the inspection period and satisfied with the inspections. Contact your lender, find out if that's the way they like to do things. Sometimes they jump the gun or sooner, and if you're on a quick closing schedule, 30 days or something, you may need to do that. But generally speaking, you kind of wait till you know that inspections are good, then you order the appraisal, and then you kind of go from there. The appraisal will usually be on a 30 to 45 day closing, probably usually 3 to 4 weeks in the process if you're 45 days out. If you're a 30-day close, normally that appraisal will be 2.5 weeks in. Again, just kind of depends on the appraiser, the lender, that sort of thing. But it is after the inspections, okay? The appraisal gets done. They will get the appraisal back to the lender to make sure that the value is fine, meaning the contract price matches up to what the appraisal was. Sometimes they appraise a little bit over, but generally speaking, they're going to hit that number on the contract because they know that is what it needs to go ahead and show value. Then they justify it with all their comparable sales. Okay. And then the last thing is this: you're through inspections, you're through the appraisal, you're going to do a final walkthrough on the home. Generally speaking, day of closing, morning of closing, sometimes the night before, but sometimes the sellers are still moving stuff out. It's kind of crazy cleaning up. So day of closing, we're going to do a final walkthrough. We're going to walk through the home, make sure it looks really nice, make sure it looks exactly how when you purchased the home, that it's the same. They haven't taken any appliances, no walls have holes in them. It looks good. And then we're going to go to the closing. Okay. So that's it on a surface level. I hope you kind of understood that. Escrow deposit, inspections, the appraisal, and the final walkthrough. Now, there's other things that are happening in the same time, but this gives you an idea of what to expect coming up. And as always, I'm going to be hands-on with you, walk you through the process, answer any questions you've got, and make you feel very comfortable knowing that this home is for you and your family, and you're going to be super excited and make great memories. So I hope this video has helped you. I look forward to giving you more education and walking you through the process, getting you to closing, and then you can make some great memories with your family. Okay? Have a great day. Talk to you later. Whether selling or buying, you got to call Brian.